versus Lee McGeary. We're supposed to have Bubba McDaniel coming up here this on October 20th, about, 9 days or so. But unfortunately, he's got a bum hand now. I saw that photo on Instagram. It doesn't look very pretty.
Nope, it's not. It's a bad one.
So, how many pins, or what they do to it? Plates or anything? Just pins?
Put 5 pins into the knuckle. So trying to rebuild the actual joint itself. So I don't really know what they did, but yeah, 5 pins have gone in there.
Do they leave the pins in, or they take the pins out?
The pins are in there now. He takes them out in about 5 weeks' time.
Oh, only 5 weeks. Okay, that's not too bad then.
It's not too bad, but obviously the timing of when the fight was supposed to be, and from now it's just worst possible timing.
And no money, because you didn't fight.
No money.
And then you're not going to get any money for 8 months, 9 months. What's the? I don't know what the protocol is. I'm just guessing. I'm making numbers up.
I have no idea. But you know what? I mean, yeah, there was trying to fight that fucking whatever his name was, Bubba McDaniel.
Yeah.
Right. Supposed to fight him, but the real fight that everyone else really wanted to see was me and Mo.
Yeah.
So I don't know how long it's going to be until he gets recovered.
Yeah.
But I was ready to fight him. So I gotta do a little bit of rehab on my thumb now. So let's see if the times work out. Maybe we can get this one going.
So, I mean, if you look at your record, you've won just as many times by TKO KO as you have by submission. Most people, you would think, oh, if I lose my thumb, I'm a striker, I'm screwed. Like that takes away, most of my game. I'm not gonna be able to knock anybody out, especially with your right hand. But at least on paper, it looks like, okay, you'll be okay at least 50% of the time. You'll still be able to grapple. You'll still be able to fight without too much of a problem. I knew it. I knew that's where you're going to go. I still got the other side. It's totally fine.
Exactly.
It's been brand new. It's not, you haven't a lot of time to really think about it, but has there already been a conversation with your coaches? Has there already been an internal conversation with yourself that, hey, I'm going to have to adjust my style, at least for the short term when I come back, to protect my right hand until it's fully healed? Because no fighter in his right mind is going to wait a year for your hand to fully heal, which is what it takes the body. It takes a full year for the body to heal from something like this. The doctors will clear you way earlier than that, but you're not going to wait a year to fight. So are you going to have to adjust your style a little bit?
No. My thumb, if it was my fingers, then it might have been a different story, right? But it's my thumb, so it's not really in the way. He reckons I'll be able to hit something within 8 weeks. So So it really isn't as bad. It was just the way that the injury that it did was quite bad, but the recovery it's not going to affect anything. So.
Oh, so you tell me you got 5 pins in your knuckle and your thumb is all messed up. I'm automatically thinking like, wow, he's gonna be one armed for a year. Like it's gonna be a bad thing. And you're saying within 5 weeks you'll be punching something.
Yeah, they take those pins out. Now I'm looking on the bright side of things, so I don't want anything to jinx it by anything, but yeah. So you take these pins out, everything holds, everything's all good, and then I can just carry on with the rehab.
Now it answers an interesting question, because you are a gym rat. Unless you're off in Florida or off in Mexico with your mates, you are in the gym every day, all day. It doesn't matter if you got a camp going on or not. But now with this injury, you can't really be in the gym the way you used to. Are you still going to the gym or plan on going to the gym and riding a bike and doing something else that you can do while your hand is healing?
I was going to go in there and just work on my left-hand side, but so the first couple of weeks, I can't knock this. I can't touch it or have any damage go to my thumb, because the pins are actually holding the thumb in place. So if they get knocked, then that's my whole thumb just gone out of line again, and then I have to go through the whole thing again. So it's for my best interest to lay low for a couple of weeks and just let it do its thing. It's only 5 weeks. To be honest with you, I was in great shape. Like I was really looking forward to putting this fight on, regardless of who I was against. I was really looking forward to putting this show on, because I was looking good. Like I fixed all the holes that I needed to be fixed. No one's been taking me down. If we was going to go down in the ground, I'd have just stood back up again. I really was looking forward to putting on this show. It was like making a statement, as so to speak.
And for some reason, you've kind of been that way since your last loss. Like, you really trying to be making a statement. Well, I mean, since Phil Davis, and then with Latin Vista, you got caught in that third round. But you've really been trying to make a statement every time you fight. Like, you're really trying to come out and going, no, I am in shape. I am the best guy in the weight class. Here, let me prove it. So let's go back to a second to Linton Vassell. What happened with that fight? Because you really were in shape and you were ready to go, but it seemed like something happened coming around the third round. And I didn't catch it. I'm going to be honest with you. I was at home watching it, but I wasn't fully paying attention. I was screwing around and talking to friends and drinking a beer, and so I wasn't fully paying attention. But then all of a sudden I looked in the middle of it. I was like, wow, like he doesn't, like about a minute and a half into it, it was like, then what I missed? Because something looked like was off with your style. Did something happen that I missed? Or, I mean, I don't know, because I wasn't there. I'm not in your camp. I'm not in your head. What happened?
Yeah, there was just some certain things went on I was a little bit annoyed about. And I chose the wrong time to throw my toys out of the pram, you know. So it was part of me, part of the situation that went on. And as the fight wore on, I was losing the fight. He was on top of me. I had a 230-pound man stuck to me like a limpet, man. He wasn't going anywhere. So, and he got into that triangle. And I thought, you know what, man, fuck this. This is it. And then I went. That's all I was. Yeah, I'm going on the drink. So, but yeah, all the problems are resolved. My head's now back where it needs to be, and I'm ready to go in there and make these statements. You know, so I would have preferred no, but what's that?
That's why I love interviewing you, because you don't really pull any punches, even with yourself. Like you'll say it like it is. If my head wasn't right, I freaking gave up at the end in the third round of that fight, and that's it. And that's just how it goes. And you're really good about that, about always having a real fair, solid assessment of what you have going on in your life, and that's actually a pretty cool thing to have. Most fighters don't do that. They're always going to blame somebody else. They're going to put it on someone else's situation. It's not my fault. It's their fault. And that's always that kind of game of blame somebody else, but it's never my fault. You know, even though you're the one out there getting punched in the face, it's obviously your fault because you want to got hit.
First one to hold my hands up and admit when I'm wrong, and when something's wrong, then you know, then you have to evaluate it and fix it. You know, so
yeah.
Exactly what I did.
So what are you going to do now with these? You said you have to be out of the gym at least 3 weeks. You've got to. It's 5 weeks to pull the pins out, so you're probably going to take a full month break for you, which is a really long time. What do you plan on doing to keep yourself from going crazy? Because you like being active. You like working out.
I'm going over your way. I'm going to Hawaii.
Are you? You coming out?
Yeah. I'll check out Hawaii, yeah. I've not been there since, so I'm going to go to see what's up down there.
When are you coming out? Have you have a date yet?
No days yet. Just I'll come out whenever. I know I've got to see the doctor in a couple of weeks' time, so we'll see what happens. Maybe before, maybe after.
Okay. Well, definitely text me if you're coming this way for sure. I mean, because we can definitely hang out, not work out, and actually like go drink and run around. And there's a bunch of extra stuff that we can do because I'm here that you'll actually have fun doing, because it will keep you kind of active without you being like, oh crap, I gotta do something with my hand and shit. So.
No, it's like trying to do something one-handed.
Well, man,
on the left.
I know. It's got to suck. I know, because you were super excited about this fight. You were super happy to be ready to go. You've been training your ass off, and now all of a sudden this fight's put on hold. Hopefully, it's the next fight that comes together. You and Mo get back and get cleared at the same time, so you two can actually come back from your injuries and have this be the first fight back. That'd actually be really cool.
Yeah, I'd like that. You know, and everyone was saying you just need to be calling people out left, right, and centre. Well, you know what? I'm calling somebody out. You know, that's the fight I want, and that's the fight which makes sense. You know, to where we are with the levels of the light heavyweight division. Me and him, we fight, and the next one keeps going. You know.
Yeah, it's perfect. I like it. I like that matchup a lot, actually. Liam, thanks so much for coming on here, man. I really appreciate it. Thanks for being candid and being honest as normal. Have fun. I can't wait to see you out here. It's going to be great to have you out this way.
Yeah, cool, man. I'll let you know for sure. All right?
All right, we'll talk later.
Cheers, buddy. Take it easy, man.
Cheers.